Hello and welcome to my review on my animation. This is my animation of my car that stops by a train. We're just going to be going over the techniques that I used in this animation, along with some reflective commentary at the end. So first of all, we're just going to watch it all the way through so that we can see it. So straight away, this is one of the more impressive animations that I've done. A couple of things that I just need to mention that was in the making of this. I used motion paths and keyframes, as you can probably see here, for actually animating the car itself. I used points and stretched them in on the dope sheets to create them so that the car would slow down and speed up. One of the elements that I thought was really cool about this animation is that the actual wheels on the car do spin. It's an element that I actually think looks really good. Also because I spent a lot of time on making sure that the wheels look like they're rotating at the same rate of which they're going across the floor. One of the expressions that I found I was really proud of with this animation, and you can probably see the difference between these two, is that here the train axis stands still as the train comes past. I then, in a further one I can show you, I then made an expression to fix this axis to the rotation of this wheel, and then set another expression for that to do the complete opposite rotation, which took a little bit of math, but eventually it figured it out. And yeah, I think it works really nicely actually. It's quite a nice animation. It just looks nice. I like that animation. I'm very proud of this one. Excellent. So another element or a technique that I used in the making of this was the camera movement. I wanted to show the train coming past, but I also didn't want it to be just a boring perspective shot. So I keyframed a camera to move around. Another element that I think I'm very proud of with this animation is I used a image-based lighting with my render, which means I used a HDRI image off the internet. As you can see, the background is actually it's like a circular shape all around. So yeah, I'm very proud of that. It's a nice animation, and also the other thing I quite like here is the actual reflections on the car. It looks really nice. Again, if I had a little bit more time, I would have made it a lot nicer. Made the car actually give the car handles and windows and stuff, but this, of course, is just for my first year portfolio. So yeah, I think it's one of my, I'm proud of this animation. It's quite a nice one, especially with the train axis moving. That was one that I think is really nice. Excellent. So they're all the things that I've used or I'm very proud of, my techniques that I used. The things that I'll reflect about is there are a couple of glitches in the render, as we can see coming up here. Wait, just let me move back a bit. Here there's a triangle missing, and it does go to a slightly larger one. Just there, you might have missed it. There, you just saw it flash there. I'm not sure what that is. It probably just happened in the render. But yeah, it's an element that I'm not too happy about, but something that I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm sure if I've re-rendered it out with different settings, it might not be there. Another element that I'm not too happy about is that the car does actually clip through the track. All that I needed to do was to move the motion path around it so that it looked like it bumped up and then bumped back down. But yeah, the car does just clip straight through here, which is obviously not that great. And finally, the last my reflective comments on here is also I would have liked to have a few more elements on the actual scene, maybe sort of a building or two, just to give it a little bit more perspective and scale. Maybe something to drive into or something along those lines. But of course I can add those all in later. However, I'm very proud of the wheels, I'm very proud of the reflections on the car, the render itself, and just the process in which I used to make this. quite happy with, and also definitely this expression because this is one that I'm very proud of. So yeah, excellent. That's my all of my techniques that I use to make this animation, along with my reflective commentary. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'm more than happily answer them. Excellent. Thanks.